So here's my little life hack. If your kid calls in sick with hay fever, the best cure is to take him out to sea. And it's been a fabulous cure and a bit of an education.
Hey, wait, I got pooed on.
Hey, you better put the hat back on or they'll get you for real next time. It was always a risk.
In this series we have looked at all the islands off Dublin's coastline except for one, and that is Lambay. Lambay is a private island. If you try to land here other than for a guided tour, then you will be sent away. This is a shame, but it's a foul wind that does not blow some good. In this episode you also see a new standby motor, and we will cover this addition in more detail in a future episode. But meanwhile today, after much tweaking and modification, this machine is at last in use. It is there as a standby engine so far, small and all as it is. It seems to be up to the task for our light aluminium hull. Not only that, but as you will see in coming episodes, it is increasingly useful in the close inshore manoeuvres and beach work that we like to do with this versatile little boat. One of the very handy outcomes of our setup is you can still use the main engine skeg to steer the boat even under standby power. Keeping the waves a few points off our bow was fairly comfortable, even at a good speed. It was also a good heading for Lambay. Today would be one of our roughest crossings of the strait between the mainland and Lambay so far. The wind was south-southeasterly, so no shortage of fetch running up the Irish Sea and running into this stretch of water. The GoPro flattens it all, of course, but there was a good chop running. The boat felt safe and secure, but we all got soaked, even the ship's mascot. It mattered little though on this fine and sunny June day. It's a long time since I was dodging school to head out on a boat, but it happened more than once. No informed shoreline member back then, I'm afraid, just a turn left instead of right at the crossroads. Just questions on my return as to why my uniform was covered in salt, and in the end, as I got bolder, where did all the mackerel come from? Somewhere out there in those much younger days, exploring Kenmare Bay instead of commerce or French in the classroom, I caught a dose of sea fever, and that has never left me. Back then I sought to trade boredom for adventure, and this time I seek to trade hay fever for sea fever.
Oh, look at that little feet sticking out, look. Alright, guys, you can move up the front and enjoy the view. Easy. You're not such a good sailor today.
It's like her whole body just went up like a foot in the air. Just...
Oh, no. You're not impressed. But look at them. Well, we could go in a little closer if you like, and then we could drop the anchor. Do you want to do that?
Going to the island if you felt like
We're
it.
not. No, this is a private island. They don't let you on.
Yeah, but they won't see it.
No, well, that's true.
In this episode we will begin to discover another side of Lambay, one that is both a beautiful destination available to everyone and one which also exists right alongside the owner's closely guarded privacy. Maybe it is even so that the owner's privacy is helpful in this, because this is a wildlife haven on a scale that is sometimes hard to believe at this time of year, especially right here next to Ireland's capital city. I decided to drop anchor in Salt Pan Bay. The fresh south-southeasterly breeze blew off the cliff tops high overhead, but here below it, in the Mediterranean calm surface, a little onshore breeze gently blew, just enough to lay out our anchor cable and lead us quietly in on our solitary drift towards the crowded and bustling cliffs.
They're circling us.
The first of the two gifts that Lambay is to the passing sailor is shelter. Because of its steep cliffs and bays on so many sides, it is inevitably a sheltered haven for a small boat like this at some point of the compass on any given day. It is nice to be able to pause in its lee for a break out here. The second gift is wildlife. As I learn the rocks and bays of this island, I increasingly feel like each approach is a safari as much as it is a break from the rolling sea. Having visited these cliffs at multiple times a year, this moment of peak population and life is just bizarre to witness. These are mostly guillemots and razorbills.
Oh yeah, I see one there. Just about there.
It seemed that on either the surface, the cliffs or the sky, it would be hard to find even a few meters here without something living.
He's gonna go for it, Tom. You nearly got it.
There is intense and thriving life here on the North Face, a name so famed for its inhospitable cold and sunless gloom. It does not live up to its name here.
Did he get it?
These birds only come ashore to breed, and when we returned in September, they had dispersed back home to the sea. Like the dawn chorus, this is a passing moment, and one well worth catching.
How long has that bird got an oral farm for?
Oral farm? Parents out there, answer me this. Has language ever changed so fast? It's as if all children talk in code these days, hiding their scheming plots from the older generations, as of course they are all born to do.
That's so good how ChatGPT can tell. Like, that is the exact thing. Have a stuffed beak and have a white line on their beak. What bird are they?
Did ChatGPT figure it out?
It said it could be a razor.
In a conflicting irony of both software and outdoor synergy, it was ChatGPT who identified the razorbills in the crowd for us. They are known to breed in mixed colonies.
Yeah, look, with the beak and all.
After a coffee, I weighed anchor and headed east. Just look how many are here. Every white dot.
See up around the corner there? Look at that, Tom. Do you see it? See how many there are? It's just incredible, isn't it?
When we returned here in late September again, there were still a good number here, but nothing like this. This too is a passing moment in June. This close into the rocks and therefore to trouble with a freshening onshore breeze hooking the eastern headlands of Lambay, there are two comforts in mind. This distance is quite likely too close in for the anchor to save you with the depths of water running close in to the cliffs. These two comforts are firstly a good echo sounder, and this one with side scan so I can see the rocks a little better, and secondly my standby motor, recently run and at the ready. These things are both new to the boat this year and especially fitted for these purposes exactly. I could stay out here all day, but littler people have littler patience, and you forget this at your peril. It had been a good run, and I knew it. It was time to hang on to our hats and ride the flunk spray home.
All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart is well bestowed. We weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah, weighs you down deeper than you know. Peace, be still.
As the last of the fighter patrol saw us off, I was reminded that a southerly wind brings another kind of flyer to Rush Beach, that being the kite surfing kind. After riding the backs of the waves across the bar, we paused in the channel to admire the skills of these guys. It's good to watch people who have reached an age as big as your own, but who have not forgotten how to play. For some reason I expected this man to be the picture of youth, but instead he was probably as old as me. Dolphins don't forget, dogs don't forget, and we should not forget. Age is as often a state of mind as it is a state of health, and we should not confuse the two. What are the chances that this man's state of mind is not in full health as sea fever flings him up there, along with the white clouds flying in the flung spray, as the poem would put it. This was one of the simplest trips of the summer, but also one of the best. As I hauled my crew to shore, the hay fever, of course, did not take long to return, but I think sea fever also remained with us too.
You're absolutely soaked, aren't you?
There was a strong breeze on the quarter here, which has all the ingredients of a painful trailer recovery, but on this summer's day, the socket-wielding labours of my winter trailer modifications now bore fruit. I suppose most parents feel a little guilt at a child missing school, and so we should, of course. Schools here seem not to be the same as the ones that turned many of us at the crossroads all those years ago, but on this day, I think I feel no guilt. Their education remained on track today. I might have even learned a little more myself. I know a little more of their secret code. Don't forget to play a little though, and of course, I learned that the ultimate way to quote-unquote or a farm is to kite surf up there with the white clouds flying, although I would also say that messing about in boats down here with the flung spray is, of course, right up there too. Oh, and don't forget, these are the good old days.